Hey guys, how's it going? Tim here with Solo Discovery. Welcome back to another episode of my realistic survival playthrough of Space Engineers. Uh, in between episodes, I went and did a little bit of scouting and mining. I found some more, or this over here, I've found some more silicone and nickel, and actually there's nickel deposits all through here. I just didn't feel like marking each individual one, and then some magnesium, and then way over there there is an iron boulder that I did a little bit of mining on. And then let me see if I can pull it up. I finally found a... Oh, I did have it pulled up. Where is it? Nickel... Or no, yeah, I just said that. Nickel. Just... Alright, I think we're good. Just a little bit of lag there. But yeah, it did a lot of running around and actually had a couple of meteor storms come in that gave me some more resources. But yeah, did some mining, did a little bit of scouting to try and finally find an iron deposit, and it's just a little boulder, so it's not going to give me much, but I think it should give me enough to finish up this base and get build a atmospheric mining ship to eventually ramp up our mining production and eventually leave Outpost 1, and still need a good name for this place other than just Outpost 1 or mini base or whatever I've been calling it. So if you've got a good name for it, let me know in the comments, and if I like it, we'll go with that, and we'll actually name the grid in this base whatever you guys end up suggesting. So yeah, let me know. I also placed down a little bit more of a framework for it, and then set up just the framework for the survival kit to build this up. We're gonna do that, and then threw down a little battery here. For kind of priorities for this episode are going to be trying to finish up those, and I want to build another wind turbine on this side, because the one wind turbine, we can, with only that powering this place, we can run the refinery or the assembler. We can't run them both at the same time, otherwise end up underpowered and have issues with it. So if we don't get that done this episode, then I'll probably just do that off camera. We'll see how it goes at the end. But yeah, getting that built up and grinding down our drop pod. Those are kind of our plans for this episode. So let's get started and see what we can do. For this, I need 20 steel. How much steel do I actually still have on? I've got plenty of steel on me, so we'll do that. I also built up this cargo container because with the mining I was doing, I just wasn't able to store enough of it. And I found a bunch of platinum in some of the meteors, and I found a bunch more uranium. So the uranium right now is down in the drop pod. And then once I filled that up, that's when I was like, alright, I gotta build this container, because I don't want to let these super rare resources kind of go to crap on me. So let's turn this off. What's on? Oh, I just flat out need more steel. I need more iron. It looks like I did not do enough iron mining. Well, hold on, do I have... I don't have any more iron to actually refine. So how about this? I am going to throw a cut in here real quick and go do a couple of laps out to my iron boulder and just run some more iron over here, and then hopefully when I by the time I am done with this little cutout, I will have enough iron to build this up. I thought I had more iron, but apparently not. And then hopefully it'll be day, because the sun was just setting right when I was starting this episode up. So hopefully we can get that done, and it'll be daylight, so it'll be a little bit easier to see for you guys, because I know, let me actually turn the light on. I know for you guys it is a little bit darker than what I'm actually seeing on my screen, especially for anybody that's watching on their phone, mobile viewers. I know it's a little bit tougher to see, so let me throw this cut in real quick, and then I will be back here in a couple seconds for you guys watching. It'll be, I don't know, probably 20-30 minutes for me playing, running 1.2 kilometers all the way there, and then another 1.2 back, and doing a couple of those trips. So, alright, see you guys here in a second. Alright, so just after I left the base, I realized I never dropped off my inventory, so I'm not going to be able to carry as much, so kind of mad at myself for not catching that. But I also wanted to show you guys what these little boulders are for those of you who are either just starting out or haven't played the game before. You'll have these little boulders like this that can be all sorts of different resources: iron, gold, silver, pretty much all of them, that you can at least find on the Earth-like planet. But yeah, it's basically just that. It's just a big boulder, and doesn't really go underground at all. It might be a little bit, but otherwise it's just a small chunk of whatever resource that boulder happens to be contained of. But just wanted to show you guys what the boulders actually look like. So if you haven't played, then now you know what it is. But alright, I'll see you guys back here in a second when I'm done making a couple trips collecting up this iron. Alright, so welcome back, guys. I have made multiple trips out to the iron deposit. I've made a few over here. I pulled the GPS marker off, but the magnesium deposit, I made a trip over there. The nickel deposit, made a trip over there to try and ensure that hopefully we should have enough raw ore and ingots to get this episode knocked out. I've also, while I was waiting for sun to start shining so it's a little bit brighter here, I started grinding down everything on here quite a bit more. So I don't know, I'll probably just pick individual pieces off of this as I need them. Like, I know salvaging, grinding this down, I'm going to need the medical components out of there to do that. And I also wanted to do a little shout out to Archangel Ortiz, I believe I'm saying that name correctly, for letting me know you can just deposit all your construction components or ores or anything like that into any container just by holding Alt and then pressing the middle mouse button. I did not know that, so you don't actually have to go into that container to pull whatever out. So we are going to go ahead and grind this down to get those medical components. That way we will be able to get our survival kit up there established. And the medical components take up a ton of space. You can actually, for realistic inventory sizes, and I need to actually dump everything. So yeah, you can actually, I can only carry one of those with my realistic. Oh boy, did I drop one in here? Yes, I did. Okay, I was gonna say, what happened to that last component? I need a couple of, let's just take you. Construction components, get this built up, and we will have a fully functioning survival kit. Hopefully I don't have a meteor storm come through and just take me out right now, because I have no place to respawn. But yeah, I've had numerous meteor storms come through, drop more of the rare ores. I've got a little bit more platinum, a little bit more uranium, so that's always nice. Since now you cannot find those on Earth-like planets. You can only get those in space. So I'm probably going to hold off on the battery just because that's a lot of power cells and all of that. So now on to building our second wind turbine. We are going to... I need scaffolding, I need you, and I need you. Alright, so we are just going to do this in like a spiral, because it'll be a lot easier doing it this way. But I probably could use some steel. There we go. Now let's try this again. So we are going to need you all the way around. Need another staircase. And then I'm going to need you all around here. I'll get that eventually. And I need a flat one so I can actually make this turn. And I need another staircase. And I need another flat. And now I'm just going to go ahead and... Was that not... Am I too close to it or something? Yeah, I think I was too close to it. These can be kind of finicky when you're trying to place them and you're close to that edge that they're trying to place it on. You can actually place those all the way like that. And another... Turn it. There we go. Close to that edge again, yeah. And now we need stairs, flat piece. Now we'll go back to this. Put that in there. You there, 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 there. There. More stairs. Another flat, and then a hollow one. There, there. And I just keep missing this this hitbox on these. Got scaffolding laying all over the place. That. Flat one there, and I'm almost there. So I think I should. Before I go placing them, let me... Is that at the same level? I think that's at the same level. Alright, so that should actually be good for that. So let me come back down here and I'll start placing those light armor blocks in the center. So that's 5. What I do is every time I come up a set of stairs, turn, drop it. Yeah, that's the same level. And then on the top, and this one I'm going to have to see if I can do this. I'm going to have to, because I can't place it because I'm in that hitbox. Go. See if I can kind of try and hang off this edge and catch that and stand it up. There we go. Alright, now I should be able to place this wind turbine standing out on here. It's because I don't have interior plates. That's why. Well, that might not be why. Only, well, it's part of the reason, but I'm thinking, or I'd like to believe at least, that part of the reason I couldn't place it was because I was still in that hitbox. So, interior plates. And because this is just going to bug me. There we go. Back up the tower we go. There we go. Alright. Since I'm right here, let me just throw those down. Alright, now I'm going to need 8 motors, 20 construction components, 24 girders. I should have probably queued those up so we're not having to wait. Alright, so let's queue up. I'm just going to cancel all that. I've got enough steel for now. And we have to switch back to refineries off, assemblers on. And I think I've got enough there. So let me go back to my inventory, drop this off. I said 8 motors. Go 8. And you can go ahead and get this where you're actually entering exactly how many you want if you just drag with the right mouse button as opposed to clicking with the left. And then you can also do the same thing. Control click to do 10 at a time, shift click to do 100 at a time, shift and control to do 1,000, but almost done with these. There we go, there's our girders, and I think that's all I needed to just get it up and running. I'm not worried about getting all of the extra hit points right now for it. Oh, 2 computers. Some of you guys are probably shouting at your monitors or screens saying, hey, you forgot the computers. You are absolutely correct. And I do have 2 computers. I'm just going to take all of them because I don't feel like doing it individually. It's not... Oh. One of the downsides to these, the scaffolding, is it is very easy to fall off of it if you're just trying to speed through it like I was. Once we get this up, our power problem should be at least temporarily solved. I still do want to set up a solar tracking system on this. I'm going to start grinding these as I come down. Ooh, probably shouldn't have done that. But I do want to set up a solar tracking system of some kind. So I'm not sure where I want to put it. So the sun's rising from just past this mountain right here, and then it's setting. Where's straight west? Due west. So and then it's setting over that way. I don't think I want it right smack dab in between both of our wind turbines. I just feel like that. Just feel like it'll has the potential to lose some efficiency that way from the shadows that these cast. So we'll see what we can figure out for that. Like I said, right now that's not going to be my main concern. We've got, for the most part, our base is running efficiently. We just need to finish it up. Here, while I'm talking and grinding this away, I will start queuing up those batteries, solar cells. I don't know if I'm going to have enough to get it fully running, but at least I can get that started. Because that process of transferring those, because batteries, the power cells, are another one of those components that just take up a ridiculous amount of space. That's something that I can only carry It's, I want to say 8 or 9 if I've got an almost empty inventory. So once I get to that, it's going to be slightly painful as far as just watching me enter my inventory, pick up 8 of them, drop them off, go back, enter my storage container, drop off 8 of them, and just repeating that. But it'll get us so that way we'll at least be having a little bit of backup power in case something happens where we lose our, like a meteor takes out a wind tower or something. But yeah, alright, so now we've got that done. How drop off all of that? We got 7. I guess I'll take those 7 and what else do you need? I'll just drop off everything else you need. 20 steel, 10 construction phones, 30 total. Needed 20 steel, 20 of that, and 25 computers. I don't think I'm going to have enough computers, so we will go ahead and queue up 25 computers as well. So yeah, I'm going to definitely be running out of iron, but let's see how much iron. So I'm done refining iron, so I am going to run out of iron. So I think when I get, I think next episode, I am going to be getting into building my small atmospheric miner. And I think for this one, just for ease, I'm going to build a smaller atmospheric miner, not a big like 3 drill one. I'll probably just build a small 1 drill. I don't even think I'm going to put a medium cargo container on it, because I am ready to leave this base and get heading that direction and get that built up. And just really because of the lack of iron that is nearby, I'm getting very tired of running that 1.2 kilometers just to get iron. It's just extremely slow. So don't need you. And grind on you. Did I unlock anything? No. So one of the tricks when you're doing the progression system is you can grind down. You can grind down blocks on your atmospheric thruster, or your drop pod. Like the landing gears, for instance, is one of the key G menu progression. So like the landing gear is one of the key things you need to build before you start unlocking other things. So like you grind down the landing gear and then you'll unlock all of this and all of this. And then you need to build one of these before you unlock any of the thrusters. So one of the kind of tricks, or some people might call it cheating, but to doing it is just grind it down below the functional level. You grind it down like that, right there, and then just weld it back up to functional, and then that would unlock whatever comes below it. So, for instance, if I wanted to unlock like the catwalks and ramps and all this, all I would have to do is build an interior wall. But like that's how the progression system works. For those of you that don't know, is you need to unlock whatever. I don't know how well this is. Let me see if I look into something else so you can see that line a little bit easier. So up here in the sky you can kind of see a little bit easier. Basic assembler. You need to build a basic assembler before you're allowed to build interior lights. So you can build the basic assembler, and then to be able to build like the LCD panels and stuff, just come over here, throw up your basic assembler, come over to this drop pod, it's got interior lights on it. Grind one down, repair it back up, and then bam, you've got all of this already unlocked. You don't have to build a useless light that the only reason you're building it is so you can unlock something. So yeah, we will get this ground down a bit more. Those are sounding really close. Not too bad. Yeah, you can see where the grass is, and rendering in, you can see just how pot-marketed, potholed, whatever the term is, we are from how many meteor storms we're getting. Which honestly has me a little bit concerned for how this base is going to hold up when we leave. Like, are we going to leave and this place is just going to get completely annihilated from meteor storms? I'm not exactly sure how the meteor storms work as far as where they, like, I'm assuming you only see them right around you, but since I have this base here, and once we move bases, am I still going to be, are meteor storms still going to be coming and hitting this place where I would have to worry about meteors just completely annihilating this little mini outpost? If any of you in the comments knows, or any of you knows and wants to let me know in the comments, that would be awesome. Because one of the things I was thinking about with, if that is the case, is putting in the build and repair system at this base and just leaving enough supplies here so that way it can self-repair as stuff goes on, and then every now and then I'll just come back over to check in on this place to see, do I need to drop off more resources, or is this place going to be fine? Alright, let's drop off all of you. And what do I need? Let me take just a bunch of steel plates. I think, well, I'm coming up on my time here, so I'm probably going to end up throwing, well, not throwing a cut in, but so the build and repair system, I kind of left this space here partially so that way I've got the 8 blocks in between my 2 wind turbines, but also I'm thinking about just throwing the build and repair system in here. It's 1 block around and then 2 blocks high. And that's one of those that I actually need to build some stuff to unlock. Actually, I did unlock it when I was grinding down the drop pod, so that needs steel plate. So we will just go ahead and throw that in for the placeholder. Okay, so it's got it on the 2 sides. Stand you upright, and just like that. So yeah, it's 2 high, and that is good. What else do I want to do? Because I don't want to get into building the ship. I'm probably going to just end the episode here. I will probably have to do, since I'm building all this up, ran down quite a bit of steel. I'm going to obviously need more steel building my ship, so I'm probably going to unfortunately have to make the trek, get more iron to produce more steel plates, and I will get back here a little bit. Just trying to get a little thumbnail screenshot. And oh no, might have to mess with that. Trying to get rid of the crosshair. But do that, get more iron, so that way next episode we can build my atmospheric miner and really ramp up the production of everything and finishing this, fleshing this base out before we abandon the base. I just want to be able to have kind of a safe spot to come back to in case, because I figured this out. These ships actually, I thought it was the same ship that just kept flying overhead. These have been changing out. Like this one's a SS-11 Harpy. I've seen miners. I've seen other different cargo ships, transport ships. I've seen a number of different ships flying overhead. So I believe when we make this trek in that direction, we are going to come across more ships, and in case during that journey we get shot down and everything blows up, I want to be able to have a place to fall back to, so we are not starting from square one with nothing, because that would be absolutely miserable and probably the death of this series. So don't want that to happen. So I want to build this up so it's at least functional, so we can get everything going. Yeah, but I'm going to end the episode here. Thanks you guys for watching. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe if you enjoy my videos, want to continue getting updates on when I'm posting them. I ended up getting a little bit busy at the tail end of this week. That's why I wasn't able to post one Friday yesterday like I was hoping. So hopefully I can get another video cranked out. Probably post tomorrow. I'm going to just end this video now, but I'm going to continue playing, get the ship built up, and see how that goes, and that'll probably post tomorrow morning. So we'll see how things go, and as always, thanks for watching. All right, bye guys.